2, 1.
Yeah.
We're back on?
Yeah, this is our...
We did it.
So
this is our fourth episode.
This is our fourth episode, yeah. So go to touchysubjectshow.com for all your needs of everything.
We will meet and or exceed your needs.
Yes, and you can call in at 916-250-2571. So we... let me get situated. We were talking last week or 2 weeks ago, and you had mentioned something about you have a topic about you can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you
explain that. Well, I don't know what your agenda is on this.
We're gonna get right to it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have an agenda necessarily as much as it's just I'm tired of hearing people say you can't judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
Because you should fucking judge a book by its cover because its cover will probably give you a pretty good indication on what you're about to get into.
Okay.
If the book's got samurais fighting on it, it's called fucking The Book of Five Rings.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea. You can probably have a good idea of what you're going to get into. If it's Danielle Steele and it's got a fucking woman with her hand looking longingly out a window as it rains and the flowers and they're misty, and it's like you probably have a good idea what you're fucking gonna get into, right? Like,
sure. The
cover of a book will tell you generally what you're gonna get into, at least. Like, I give you an idea.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, in a literal sense.
Yeah. So the idea that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover is asinine to me, and there's two things that bother me about this.
Okay.
The quickest, easiest one that'll probably piss the least people off is guys who look like me, being annoyed that people, especially older people, conservative people, look at them in a weird way. Like guys like me who walk to the grocery store and a little old lady looks at you, gives you the side eye and doesn't trust you. It's like, yeah, no shit. You have tattoos. You're like if you're the one who chose.
I mean, okay. So let me put this in perspective a little bit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you look like a criminal.
It's not lost on me. I have a Doberman biting into the fucking world, squirting blood across my neck. I know what I look like.
Yeah. So that doesn't mean you are a criminal.
Doesn't mean I am a criminal, but it also means that the burden is on me to show people that I'm not a criminal because I'm the one that got the fucking tattoos blasted across my neck.
Yes.
And across the side of my head and on my hands and all these visible things.
Yeah.
And I was a criminal at one point in my fucking life.
Okay.
It's not lost on me. Like the way I look, like I understand, like the burden isn't on everyone else to look at me and go, trust him with my life. Yep.
Yes.
No, the burden is on me to be overly polite to the little old woman in the grocery aisle, and then see her face light up and go, oh, thank you, and she gets to walk in front of me because I'm being polite. First of all, it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do to be polite to people around you. Second, the burden is on me. I'm the one that got covered in tattoos. I also like sometimes that my tattoos are kind of a fuck off, a natural thing to push people away because sometimes I don't want to be bothered. But I understand that it's my job because I'm the one with the tattoos all over the place. The burden lies on me to show people that my personality is not necessarily that of a scary tattooed guy.
Sure.
It's not on them to assume that I'm a naturally nice guy and to disregard the fact that I have tattoos all over my head and hands and throat.
So there's a thing that I do and I think of, and actually I have a list of them, though. And I think this applies to what you're saying. So there's a lot of situations that where, and I don't know if it's society today or if it's just something out, where the person that is the asshole in the situation is looking at you as if you're the asshole in the situation. Right. So I'm going to give you an easy scenario, and then I'm going to give you, and I'm going to apply it to your scenario. So you're coming out of a restaurant or something, you got some bum homeless guy begging you for money, and you go, no, I'm just, you ignore him, or you say, I'm sorry, I don't have any money or anything, and you just keep walking by. Then he looks at you as if you're the asshole. And it's like, no, you're the fucking asshole. You're the one sitting here harassing me for money why should I give you any of my money? That's bullshit. You're the fucking dickhead in this situation.
You and I have always disagreed on this, but I see your point. I don't know.
They're the asshole in this situation. Now, if I said,
I don't know if anyone's really the asshole.
If I politely,
it depends on how he asked you. Is he harassing you?
If he asked,
is he walking behind you, spare some change, give me, and like harass? Is he invading your personal space?
I'm just saying,
because he doesn't have necessarily. I don't know if this is a good example because he doesn't have to be an asshole for asking you politely, and you don't have to be an asshole for telling him no politely.
I'm not saying that he acted assholically to me.
Yeah,
but. What I'm saying is,
you're not the bad guy for not
I walked out of it, and he goes, hey, can I get some change? And I go, no, sorry. And then he goes, oh, fucking dickhead, or something like that.
Have you had that happen?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, there was this guy sitting on my property, and then I go, hey, guys, like, they're just sitting there, just bums sitting there. I think they're doing drugs or something. There's 3 of them. I go, hey, guys, private property. You guys got to get out of here. And then he goes, fuck you. I was like, oh my God. It took like everything in me not to just kick the guy in his face.
Yeah.
But What'd you
do? What'd you end up doing?
No, I just stood there. I said, hey, you got to get the fuck out of here right now.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to call the police. And he's like, call the fucking police. I'm like, okay. And I just fucking stared at him, and then he left. I mean, bums they're just fucking losers anyway. So, but that's a different story.
Yeah. I would love to get into that. Later.
That's a
whole different thing. Yeah,
that's a whole different thing. But
I get what you're saying.
So, but what I'm saying in a scenario like this, you walk by a bum, there is a societal
expectation,
pressure, or whatever it is. They're looking at you as if you're a dickhead for not giving them. No, they're the dickhead in the situation. Okay, so that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Now, in your situation, let's say you're at the grocery store, okay, and an old lady gives you the fucking evil eye or something like that, right? And then you notice that, and it makes you kind of perk up or feel uncomfortable in a way and everything. I agree with you. It is on you to kind of make her feel at ease. Yeah. And you say, okay, hey, how you doing, miss? Can I help you with that or whatever?
It's my job to make her feel at ease, or at least not make her feel at ease, at least. It's not my job to make her feel at ease. I do that because I like to break the stereotype, and I like to be a nice person to people around me.
Yeah, sure.
It makes me feel good to be nice to people. It's not my job as a tattooed person to make someone be at ease around me, but it's also stupid of me to be bothered if they're uneasy around me. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to go out of your way to be nice to them to prove to them that you're not a tattooed scumbag.
Yes.
But don't be fucking offended and appalled and flabbergasted that some old lady who just got out of church at Trader Joe's on a fucking Sunday at noon wants to give you a wide fucking berth as she walks by. Wants to make sure she doesn't get too close to you or gives you a weird look. Like, yeah, motherfucker, you're covered in tattoos. I'm missing a front tooth. It's not lost on me why a little old woman would be weary of me. Now, if I want her to not be weary of me, then it's my job to put her at ease. If I don't care that she's weary of me, that's okay. But it's not her. She's not the bad guy.
Yes.
In the situation.
And I would take it one step.
And I see that with tattooed people all the time where they're like, I'm a fucking normal guy. It's like, yeah, you're a normal guy with tattoos all over your fucking face. What do you expect? Like,
and I would say it's not your
These
job.
are the consequences of the decisions you make.
It's not, I would agree. It's not your job to make her feel at ease. But I think what you're saying and what I agree with, I think it is your job not to escalate the situation.
Yeah.
Like in the sense of like
be offended by her,
and then saying, what are you doing, bitch? Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, because now you're perpetuating, you're confirming her bias.
Yeah, exactly.
And you do the opposite when you just go, after you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Like, and after, oh no, please, after you, ma'am. One of those might change.
I do this. I go.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I never talk to him. I do one of these. I go.
Yeah.
That's how I do.
Yeah, they should hate you more than they hate me.
I'm a fat guy, so people they're jolly. They don't mind.
They're just like, he's for sure funny and good natured.
Man.
There's no way.
Just get it. Don't
he's
get
an
away
evil
from
son of a
Oreos.
bitch, which he is. So I started with the tattoo thing because it applies to me. It's easier to talk about myself, and it'll piss less people off. It goes to a bigger issue that will probably bother some people, but whatever. It's a touchy subject. So
no subject goes untouched.
Untouched. I'm about to touch it all.
Oh, before you get into that, this is our official logo.
Yeah.
This is one of
a kind. It's
one of one.
It doesn't get more custom than this shirt.
Oh, shoot.
It doesn't get more custom.
If you want to win this shirt, call in and convince us why you should have it.
Yeah, all you have to do is call in, state your fucking case, and we'll judge you.
Psychological warfare right there.
Call in and tell us why we should give you the shirt.
Yeah.
Feel free. So yeah, profiling has a dirty word, right? People don't like it. It's gotten a bad rap. Profiling is important. Every single person does it, and I would argue that it's key to some people's survival. Like, you say profiling and you hear it in the news and you're like, oh, when you think profiling, you think of a racist cop. Now, I'm not a big fan of the police force, obviously, and I think I've encountered lots of racist cops in my time, and I'm not saying they don't exist, but profiling
I'm a fan of the police force, but go ahead.
That's good. It's a little duality. I like it.
I don't like dickheads, though, but go ahead.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm distracted.
No, I would love to talk about that later as well.
I'll put that on my list.
So, profiling has this bad. It's a bad word. It's a dirty word to say, like, profiling, because we have all this negative connotation with it. But there's a reason you look at something a certain way and you get a gut reaction. It's a survival mechanism.
Okay.
It's like, even if I heard someone talking about it and they're like, they were much smarter than me and they explained it much better, but I can't remember who it was. So you're going to get the bastardized version from me. Because that's just how we do it around here.
That's it.
Like, most crimes don't happen in a dark alley. Most crimes happen, they're perpetrated on a fucking Tuesday in the middle of the day by someone that you were close with and trust, right? Like, statistically, like, most crimes don't happen at 2 a.m. in a dark alley. But if you're walking alone at 2 a.m. and there's a dark alley, or you can take the long way around, you're going to take the long way around because it's well lit. Because you understand that bad things do happen in a dark alley. You understand that you're at a disadvantage, right? Like, when you see when you see someone that looks like me, missing a front tooth and they're heavily tattooed, your first instinct, you're not an asshole for your instinct being like, okay, maybe avoid him. You're not an asshole when you look at someone. Now, you're an asshole if you're an outwardly racist person. You're an asshole. Well, you're an asshole if you're a racist person at all, period, I guess. But you're an asshole if you're a hateful person. You're an asshole if you discriminate against people. But you're not an asshole if you make split-second instinctual decisions based on the way someone looks. That's fucking important. The way someone looks tells you a lot about them. The clothes they choose to wear, the way they carry, the way they walk, the way they interact with the people around them. Like, if you're walking and you're 200 feet away from someone and they interact with people who are closer to them in arm's reach, the way they're acting with them is probably how they're going to act with you if you're walking the direction in 200 feet. You should make split-second instinctual gut check decisions about them. Like, you should trust your gut on a lot of things. And I feel like this idea of profiling is wrong, don't judge a book by its cover, blah, 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 blah. That's a fucking good way to get yourself in a dangerous situation.
So what you're saying is that there is an individual responsibility of people to protect themselves.
100%.
Regardless of the situation. So I want to add to that.
Because let's keep it real. Most people who look like me aren't me.
Yes.
They're not going to be well-spoken. They're not going to be articulate. They're not going to be friendly generally. They're probably going to have made a lot of bad life decisions. You see a dude covered in throat tattoos. You're not a bad guy for fucking not handing over your fucking personal information to that guy.
So he hung up. We had a caller who's going to call him.
Let's
call back in 5 minutes.
No, when we get a caller, let's just fucking take him, and they can listen. They can get in on the combo.
So this individual responsibility to protect yourself, essentially. This is one pet peeve I have, and I think it goes in line with yours is a little deeper. Mine is a little more aesthetic. I see people, and this is a California thing. I grew up on the East Coast and everything. This is maybe more of a California.
You're just all assholes out there? Or what?
Well, people walking across the street in California, they walk across the street as if there is no care in the world.
There's no danger of them being fucking run over.
Dude, there's a fucking 6,000 pound or 3-ton machine that has complete control over your life. And maybe they might kill you. If they don't kill you, they'll severely damage you.
Yeah.
But people walk across the street as if they own the street. Like, okay, we know the law, the pedestrian has the right of way, but You gotta respect.
But have some fucking respect for physics.
Exactly. You have that. They have control over your life. Okay.
And most people are texting and driving. It's not like they're not looking for
a guy could be drunk. There's a guy that he could be crazy.
Maybe he's having a bad day.
He thinks it might be funny to see what someone's head looks like when run over by a Ford Taurus. So like, it doesn't mean you have to sit there and like be in this hyper.
You still have the right of way, but at least have an understanding that, like,
at the very least, get across the street as fast as possible. Yeah. And at the very least,
people almost do it daringly, like out of spite.
Dude, this is another thing. So even let's say the cars are stopped, right? And you're walking across the street. At least show some effort to have respect for other people's time. And like show a little. Like I do this thing where I come. I pretend. I just go like this. Like I pretend I'm running. Yeah. I'm walking, but I'm like.
Yeah, but you're showing them that you understand.
I'm walking like this, but I go like this.
Yeah.
With my arms. My arms fast.
To show the people in the car, there's no reason to run you over. You're respecting their time.
I'm like, I'm just saying. I'm conscious that I'm holding your time up.
You're conscious that if we played chicken, I would lose.
I would lose, and I know that. Your life is predicated on how fast I can walk by there. At least I'm like showing some effort. At least that's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Caller, you're on there.
Hello, Andre. I'm calling. I think I should get the shirt because I make you some fire lattes at Temple every day.
Oh, yep. She's got it. She got the shirt. Wait. She got the shirt, dude. She makes great lattes. She makes a great latte, dude. Okay, let me at least say this. Let me say this. You got my vote. I think this will be fucked up because there's 4 people that get to vote on it. But you have my vote secured already.
Well, tell them to come in, and I'll make them fire lattes also.
I don't drink coffee.
She's got a point. Nerd.
I'll make them some tea.
He hates tea, dude. You got any Diet Coke over there?
Do you have any grape soda?
Do you have any grape soda?
Do you have pineapple soda?
Do you have Fanta? He wants all the Fanta.
I will go buy you some grape and pineapple soda and mix it specifically for you at work if I could have the shirt.
I mean, that's pretty fucking compelling, dude.
Sorry. That's bribery. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get bribed with a cheap soft drink. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be bribed with 486 calories.
Yeah. How many calories do you need for the bribery?
It's significant.
Like, how many calories do you need for the bribery?
I couldn't even put a number on that.
Like an Oreo milkshake?
No, man. No, I have principle. No bribery.
Give me a food or drink item that it would take.
Dude, there's some really good granola bars. Do you like granola bars? There's some great granola bars over there. I can't.
At Temple? Well, okay, so this is a very Sacramento call, okay? So for the people that are watching around, we just had a guy calling from Missouri.
Yeah, there's a coffee shop called Temple.
So she works at Temple?
Yeah, there's a coffee shop called Temple.
Temple Coffee
in Sacramento, California, and they're fucking incredible.
I've never had a cup of coffee in my life.
What?
That's a disclosure.
You've never had a Temple coffee?
I've never had any coffee, by the way. But
you've never drank a cup of
Andre,
coffee?
You got to educate these people.
Dude, this is crazy. I'm rethinking everything.
Tell people about Sacramento. Temple Coffee is, would you call it the staple of?
Yeah, I mean, it's the spot, basically. You have Dutch Bros, too, but that's more of like a candy that you treat yourself to on a Sunday and feel bad about it after. Temple is like a real adult, tasty, what's the word I'm looking for? Like responsibly sourced, and it's like you feel good after you drink it. So
there's a restaurant in Sacramento called The Kitchen. It's like $300 a head. It's a whole thing. It's an expensive. I like your kind of place. I like to do highfalutin stuff.
$300 a head. That's insane to me.
They go there and they serve Temple Coffee at that place.
If it's good enough for a $300 fucking
well, it's all.
meal,
I mean, everything it's the highest quality of greens on everything, and everything has a story. And anybody that is from Sacramento that is a coffee aficionado is it's all about Temple
Basically,
Coffee.
You should go to Temple.
Temple, yeah, it is. I love it, dude.
So now,
I went from not drinking coffee, basically. I went from almost never drinking coffee, or maybe drinking coffee once a week as like a little treat, to I basically drink coffee. She sees me every single morning.
Dude, don't you make your own coffee at home too with our beans?
I do. I buy their beans and I make it at home too.
Having said that, since she works for Temple Coffee and the hater that I am, it's going to make it even more harder for her to get the shirt.
Oh, no, you're going to be a contrarian here.
I'm just hating right now.
Okay.
Why are you hating? It's such a good company. It's
It
such a good
She
company.
seems like a
Literally-
nice young lady.
No, this is
Andre,
why.
You want to know? He's so right, because literally all of our coffee is farm to cup. We literally send people every single year. They go to the farms in like Guatemala, Costa Rica,
Ethiopia.
Africa, all over the place. Ethiopia, all over the place. We go to the farms, and we have direct relationships. We make sure the living conditions, the farming conditions, everything on the farms.
Now, do you go to those farms?
We have a competition every year, and one person from all the stores gets to go.
Do you go to the farms, miss?
No, unfortunately not.
You might want to have the farmer call in for the shirt.
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude, this is insane.
I'm just saying. I mean, she's not
Listen,
convincing me. She's talking about other people driving around looking
There
at
might
these
be a
beans and
little bit of
stuff.
a continental divide there.
Dude.
If she was the one looking at the beans, she might have an
okay.
an
Listen,
argument
you got my vote. I'm gonna see what I can do for you.
Well, you're gonna have to do a little bit better than that, but you could keep calling in and try to win it any other ways.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
You got my vote. I'm gonna see what I can do.
Do you have any
Thanks, Andre.
any comments or concern about our topic that we're talking about? Have you been listening, or do you know?
Well, as far as the whole Star Wars things go, I don't even know why that's a topic, because Star Wars is awesome.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're talking about she's talking about our quiz, whether Star Wars sucks or not.
Yeah, your vote.
She's saying that Star Wars is awesome.
What's awesome? You're not the Last Jedi, you mean, right?
But all of those, okay, not the new ones. Not the new ones.
Okay.
The old classics.
I think you might be getting the shirt, dude. You're winning Studboy over.
Well,
You're
see
saying
now.
a lot of things that he's liking right now.
There's.
Literally, they're like some of the most iconic American movies, and the new ones are trash because they don't have that iconic Star Wars feel.
It sounds very generic to me.
Oh God.
Are you talking about so the argument between me and Fili is that he doesn't like the prequels because of Jar Jar Binks.
That's not what I said.
Well, okay, he doesn't like the prequels because Anakin
He did
not transition into the destruction of Padawans fast enough.
No, too fast. The character development is all off. It's all wrong. Stop. Why is character development some flippant thing that we just pretend isn't important?
But okay, that's not
character development is the fucking key to storytelling.
So but do you not like the prequels, or do you like the prequels and like the originals?
I'm
asking her.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm somewhat indifferent to the prequels. I like all of them, to be completely honest.
I respect that answer.
That sounds generic to me.
I respect that answer.
I know I'm being sold something right now. I know I'm being sold something.
Things for me.
No, she's being honest. You just want her to say
All
the
right,
prequels are awesome.
Let me, if you can answer this question. What planet is Chewbacca from?
Oh God, dude, I don't even know.
All right, that's all I have to say.
Oh, I don't even know that.
You don't know that?
I don't think I know that, dude.
Kashyyyk.
Okay.
Come on, everybody knows
that.
that.
Right. It was stuck back there, but I couldn't come with it right quickly.
All right. So, I appreciate the call, ma'am.
You asked me anything about Harry Potter, and I got you.
No.
You might be in the wrong room, dude.
Yeah.
No.
You might be in the wrong room, dude. Not a lot of Harry Potter.
Oh, my God.
Not a lot of Harry Potter love here, sister. Not a lot.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep trying for you. Thank you for calling in. I'm going to keep voting for you.
All
right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so we well, let's kind of finish up what we're talking about.
Yeah, profiling.
Yeah, the profiling. Okay, so we got another call?
All right.
Oh, let's take another call.
Let's take another call.
All right, and then we'll wrap up the last thing. You're on there. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What up, dude?
Yo, so I'm calling about that T-shirt. My little brother is he's attempting to make a come up in the fight game. So we fuck with Andre hard. So
I appreciate that.
Just wanted to,
man.
Man.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Elk Grove.
Okay. What do you mean your brother's attempting to come up? Like, has he taken some local fights, or where's he at in his career?
Yeah, he's taken. I think he's got 2 amateur fights. Right
Nice.
now.
MMA fights or like smoker
He's
Muay Thai fights?
got he's got a smoke. I think he's got 2 smoker Muay Thai fights, and then he's got 2 MMA fights. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I'm a pretty easy judge, man. Like, I'll give this shirt to basically anybody. So
wait, so you're saying?
So you got to talk to my asshole of a co-host and convince him.
Wait, so
Okay.
why should we give you this one of a kind, limited edition,
Mint condition, dude. This thing's mint condition.
Touchy Subjects, official logo, official T-shirt? Why should you get this?
So my
And
little
it can be
brother's
signed
birthday
by
is this.
by Touchy Fili, by the way, too.
My little brother's birthday is this month. It's actually coming up in a couple days. It's the 17th.
How old is he going to
be? He's going to be 20.
be? Okay.
Again, he's trying to make a come up. We've grown up wrestling, fighting, and we fuck with Team Alpha Male. He's actually trying to save up so he can start going to
That's badass,
to
man.
Ultimate Fitness.
Hey, what do you? Did you wrestle? You wrestled in Elk Grove?
Yeah, I wrestled. We both wrestled at Elk Grove High.
Do you know a guy named Nicholas Jordan?
Nick Jordan? Yeah, Nick. Yeah,
The
fuck yeah.
homie, Nick Jordan. That guy's me and that guy are old fucking salt dogs. We're out on the boat just.
Yeah, Nick's the
surfing.
man. Yeah.
He's
the man.
He's the man. One time he almost peed on a girl's leg once. I had to talk him off of it.
That happens sometimes.
What?
In the middle of a bar, dude. Yeah.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, who's to say?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that story.
Yeah. I'll let him tell you. Probably not the best time to tell it on the air. So yeah, you got to convince Carlino why you should get the shirt.
Yeah, man. Again, it's just it's my little brother's birthday coming up, and that'd be so rad for him.
That's a pretty good.
Again, like I said, we came when the UFC came into town. God,
So you want us to buy you your gift for your brother?
I mean, fuck, I'll pay for it. I'm just trying to get.
Well, no, because then that kind of fucks up the giveaway, right? If you pay for it,
yeah.
then, that we can't be.
I mean, we just had a lady just try to bribe her with some coffee.
Yeah, we can't be bought here.
Yeah, that didn't go well for her.
Yeah, we can't be bought here, sir.
All right, if you can answer this trivia question, and say you're a wrestler, okay?
Yep.
If you answer this, I will give you this shirt.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
You follow? Who are the last two NCAA wrestlers to make it to the finals that were unseeded?
That were unseeded?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Ain't no way you knowing that. All right, this guy, you don't know, bro.
Ask him the other wrestling question.
All right, that's it. You're done. I'm not.
Sorry, brother.
Sorry, bro. What's the other question? You say you're asking.
You always ask. That's all right.
Oh, shoot.
Sorry, dude.
That's all right. Call back if you.
Sorry, I
call
feel
back.
that, I don't like getting
accent.
off the phone like that with people. I feel terrible. No, it's
That's
okay. These sorry, my co-host is an asshole and he's infected the whole group with his assholery. And now I'm gonna lose fans being on this fucking show.
No, what? So what were you about to say?
You always ask a wrestling question, and the answer is always you.
Oh yeah, This is a serious one.
Yeah, I was like, I know the answer to this fucking question. Anyways, yeah, profiling isn't always wrong. That's the point of the fucking story. Like, I think
it's 100% necessary.
I think we have things ingrained in us that like make us like you should trust your gut. A lot of people, whether it's Gary Vee or whoever, these successful people, how many times have you heard them say trust your gut, or their instinct or their intuition has just led them to make a choice that's completely affected their life in a positive way, changed their life even. Like, trusting your gut, I think, is important. And when you look at someone, you get a bad vibe or you get a good vibe, or whether it's social or inherent indicators of how someone looks. And it's not about being racist or being homophobic or judging someone or thinking you're better than someone or any of those things where profiling actually is a dickhead thing. I still think those are asshole things. But I also think that when you look at someone and you get a bad vibe and you choose to stay away from them, that doesn't necessarily make you an asshole that's a profiler, that's fucking that's this or blah, blah, blah. Doesn't make you a bad guy. It makes you probably smart for listening to your instinct. Most people who look like me aren't going to be as nice as me, period. They're not.
No.
You should probably stay away from them.
You should put your wallet in your socks.
Oh, shit. We'll check there. Should keister it. Should put it in your prison wallet.
Wait, I never heard that before.
The prison wallet?
That's your ass?
Your asshole?
That's hilarious. All right, well, is that guy calling back or?
Nah, he hates us.
I think that was a good point to end the show.
Was it, yeah.
So this is the end of episode 4.
We did it, dude. No one thought we could fucking do it.
Yeah, that is sick.
We got stickers coming soon too. We got stickers coming soon too. Unique New York.
Oh yeah, we got. Okay, yeah,
the arsonist has oddly shaped feet.
So go to touchysubjectsshow.com.
Yeah.
For all your needs.
No one's getting the shirt yet, huh?
Oh no, it's going to take more than my 20-year-old brother's birthday and a cup of fucking Joe to get it.
Sorry. I thought those were both good reasons. I'm gonna let you just decide who gets it because I'm too easy.
No, we both need to.
No, I'm too nice.
Well, I know you're gonna be too nice, so I mean we just.
I'm an easy grader, man. I'm a pass fail kind of guy.
I'm
an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you. Though. I love you.
Just so people know, the ones that we do the show live. People are calling in. We look for listener interaction and everything. But we're going to this show that's live. You can only get it live.
Yeah.
It gets taken off. Then it gets going to be cut up into 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. And then we'll be back live again in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Are we good for the 25th?
I like it.
No, 25th. It's conflict. Well, we'll talk. We'll figure that out.
We will be back though.
But we'll be back.
We're over the hump already. Like
yeah,
we made it farther than we were supposed to. Like
yes.
we did it, dude.
We got it.
Keep it rolling.
And we got it rolling. So there's going to be around a 30-minute episode coming out each week, probably every Thursday or Friday each week that you can look to. Subscribe to us on all the things. We could get all that at touchysubjectshows.com.
Everything you need to know is at touchysubjects.com.
Do you have anything that you
touchysubjectsshow.com. touchysubjectsshow.com.
Do you have anything or anything that you want to promote or anything?
I got my brand Outcast Underdogs just at Outcast_underdogs. I got my new band. It's called Born Breach. We're gonna be playing a house show pool party, kicking it old school. It's gonna be fun. I hope you're there. Even though you hate fun, I hope you come.
Okay, I'll be there.
You hate fun and you think music's overrated, but you like having a good time with your friends.
Yes.
Like you hate parties and you.
Do I have to talk to anybody when I'm there?
No, I would prefer you didn't.
Okay.
We need a big guy. We need a big guy in the middle of the pitch, just swinging around, pissing everybody off.
But it's at a. You're doing a show.
A house show.
A house show.
Yeah, jumping in the pool, acting like a wild animal.
Where's this house at?
It's in the greater Sacramento area. You can DM me on Instagram for details.
So it's only private people?
Yeah. It's not going to be a big one. Okay. Yeah. Stay on the line this time, please. We feel bad when you hang up. Well, I do.
Okay. So we're wrapping the show up, but let's take this one call and then
last call to end it.
All right, you're on there.
What's going on? I just want to talk Star Wars, if that's cool with you guys.
I mean, you came to the right place, brother.
Bring it, bro.
That's what I like to hear. I've been hearing some theories that Rey is going to be a clone in this new episode 9. What are you guys thinking?
I've heard that.
Like she's going to be a clone, like Order 66 clone? That like, what do you mean?
So I guess the theory is that Senator Palpatine cloned Rey, and there's like an evil Rey and a good Rey or something.
Oh.
Is that what you heard or something?
Yeah, that's what or I've also heard that since Plagueis has been known for like being able to create life.
Yeah.
That Palpatine is responsible for the creation of Rey.
Okay. I heard that there was one theory that would be badass that he created originally. He talked about Darth Plagueis the Wide can manipulate the midichlorians and create life, and the whole origin story of Anakin was that he was from an immaculate conception. He had no father. She just was born from him. So the theory was that Plagueis the Wise created this Anakin knowing that he was going to turn evil and everything. And then that was going to be who, like, so they were talking about that would be who Snoke was.
Yeah, they ruined it, though, because they killed Snoke off. Like, what was the point of him? What's the point of having him? Though?
My point, that would be a good theory, but it's all moot because nothing fucking makes any sense after The Last Jedi.
Like, why would you bring him in just to...
Oh, my gosh.
Like, why would you bring him in then just to...
What was that?
Yeah, like we have no answers. Like they're like, hey, here's a question. Just kidding, it doesn't matter. We won't, not only will we not answer the question, but it doesn't matter anymore either.
So
Ryan Johnson completely screwed a great start that JJ did with Force Awakens. I just hope he can bring it back with Rise of Skywalker.
It's
honestly,
impossible. For one thing, J.J. Abrams is not even that good.
J.J. Abrams is good.
He's okay.
He's good.
He's very good at making a good movie that you don't remember.
Abrams is good.
Name a good J.J. Abrams movie that you would watch right now.
I have a computer in my hand. I'll look up.
I can name one. The Force Awakens.
It's not good. That wasn't very good.
I just wanted to side with him, but yeah, it was just okay.
It wasn't. Force Awakens was just a.
Here's the thing.
I mean, it was well made. I'm not going to say it's not well made, and it was coherent at least. But it was just like, it's just so unedgy.
Did Abrams do Rogue Warrior?
No.
Rogue One. Warrior.
No.
Sorry. Don't eat me alive. Rogue One. I was Googling and saying Rogue One, not Rogue Warrior. He did not.
So I think he did a good job. I think he brought all the things that we missed from the prequels that were in the originals, but he also set it up enough to where, a new storyline could take place. Ryan Johnson just did a terrible job taking what Abrams left off with The Last Jedi.
My thing with those, when I watch newer Star Wars movies, I feel the same as when I watch the DC movies. I love Star Wars, but I have a deep, deep love for DC Comics and the characters. Even the lame ones, I love DC Comics. I love comic books in general, whatever. But when you look at the MCU and you look at Marvel, you can tell the people that made those movies have a real love and understanding for the characters, or at least took the advice of people who have a love and understanding for the characters. When you watch for instance, when you watch a new Batman movie, or the Batman vs Superman, or you watch Justice League, you can tell that the people who made that movie, they just read, okay, what's the two most popular Batman graphic novels? Killing Joke and Dark Knight Returns. Okay, cool. I know who Batman is. Like, no, you don't know who Batman is. You don't have any of the context. You don't have any love for the character. You fuck off. You don't know it. That's why your Batman fucking sucks. I feel the same way about the new Star Wars movies. Like, the people who are making the movie, they might be good at making movies. Obviously, they're not great because the movie doesn't make any fucking sense. But they might be movie people, but they're not Star Wars people. The people making the final decisions on how the Star Wars movie goes, they have a inherent misunderstanding of who these characters are. Luke Skywalker would never kill a kid in his sleep. We're talking about Luke Skywalker who found some good in the greatest evil fucking bastard ever in Darth Vader, but he was going to murder a kid in his sleep. He burns a Jedi temple full of knowledge. He throws he has a moment where he looks at his lightsaber and throws it behind. It's stupid. It makes it like these people who wrote this don't understand the characters that they're writing.
You're saying they don't understand it. I'm taking it one step further. I'm saying they do understand, and they are actively trying to subvert these characters to be able to put forth some bullshit agenda to destroy the culture fabrics of our society. What do you think about that?
I think you thought.
Look, this is what.
I think they went and bought Star Wars. Star Wars is about competence hierarchies, about the heroic hierarchies, where the story of the hero, where there's someone that you need to look up to, and you need to
the chosen guy.
The guy that
comes from nothing to being the fucking hero.
Expels virtues of courage, virtues of strength, all these things.
And you think there's a conspiracy to subvert that and to just to erode those?
So and those stories, stories like that have been in our societies forever, and it's the same story. It's the hero story. And it's said a million different ways.
Yeah.
I think they went and they bought, and one would argue that Star Wars is our modern day story. And you look at biblical times, and Noah. It's all showing virtue. Okay, like the story of Noah. You can be, despite what other people are doing, you can still be good.
You can still rise.
You can still rise. So there's these different stories, and and it's all through culture. So now we're at this point where Star Wars is our story. Yeah. So I think these people bought Star Wars. They own it, so they can break down those stories and crush the fabric of our culture and change and actually pervert these stories to make it that it's not. Well, so what
are you talking about communism again?
I'm just talking in general. You're looking at it.
I think
look at this.
It's interesting, but I think you're paranoid.
Let me give you an example. You got Luke Skywalker. Okay. He's a coward. So everything that we know from the story prior of him going after putting his life on the line,
being altruistic, being virtuous,
being
courageous,
being brave. He doesn't even fucking show up for his fight. He shows up as a fucking ghost.
And he tries to kill a kid in his sleep. And he tries to kill a kid in his sleep.
What are they? And what is one of the themes in The Last Jedi? Kill the past. It's like, no, dude. That is one of the stories of the hero is his long lineage of like. So like a good story is The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Right. That's still where knowing his past and having a connection to your ancestry. Having a connection to, say if it's your order, like your Jedi order, your connection to your religion or whatever it is, they're trying to break those down in the Last Jedi, and I would argue in the other ones as well.
How do you feel about this? Is my man thinking too deep into this, or is he onto something?
Well, I mean, I can appreciate someone that's so passionate with Star Wars looking super deep into it.
Fucking
but
nerd.
All the problems that he's brought up, are all with The Last Jedi. I still think Force Awakens sets up the past characters.
Force Awakens was
Luke,
much
Leia,
better.
Yes.
Force Awakens was much better. The problem with Force Awakens is that people were just picking up lightsabers and knowing exactly how to swing them. That annoyed
there was a lot of plot.
That annoyed the fuck out of me. Other than that, I enjoyed The Force Awakens. Other than the fact that everyone somehow, it was like, those 90s movies where it's like all leads up to prom, and then you get to prom and somehow everyone's a professional dancer. Like the whole dance floor and the DJ's Usher Raymond and everyone gets into the fucking slide and everyone's in perfect unison. It's like, that's not how prom was. That's how I felt with as a guy who fights for a living, it takes years of practice to master combat, and even then there's still weird, awkward times. But these motherfuckers just walk up and pick up a sword, and no one accidentally cuts their own toe off. So fuck out of here.
With The Force Awakens, this is what I said when I saw it. It was a well-made movie. It was good. The next movie was going to predicate how good the first movie was. So yeah, I think
they capitalize on the things they set up.
Well, so they set up a lot of things. It was very kind of broad, and it was, and I looked at it as like, okay, Disney, they spent a lot on this movie. They spent a lot of money to buy this franchise. So they wanted to make the most broad movie to bring as much people in as possible. And then the next movie, and they had a lot of kind of loose ends that could have been easily explained and made Force Awakens a lot better. That like, okay, Rey's origin, why she's so good. Well, maybe because of alluded that she's maybe a clone of somebody.
Before I forget this, go ahead.
And so they did set it up, but the Last Jedi made, I would say, Force Awakens was a 5 on a scale of 10, on a scale of 1 to 10. It was about a 5. Wait, no, let me say it. It was about a 5. Force Awakens was. If Last Jedi was good, Force Awakens could have been like a 7 or 8, but The Last Jedi made The Force Awakens like a 2 or 3.
Because they're like almost like they're not connected. The movies are just like they're not.
It's ridiculous, and the things that did made The Force Awakens not make any sense.
Let me ask you guys both this, because you guys know a little
we're gonna
more.
wrap this up.
Yeah, you guys. This is my last question. You guys know a little more about Star Wars than me, I think. I was rationalizing when I saw The Force Awakens that maybe not Poe. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. The trooper.
Finn.
Thank you.
Poe Dameron.
No.
Oh no.
Finn.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe Finn is so good with a lightsaber off the bat because he's related to Mace Windu. Is there any chance of that?
Well, I mean, I'm saying those things could have been cool. Like,
Like,
Okay.
what do you think? Could there have been? Do you think that they were going to go that direction before?
But they didn't go anywhere.
But I'm asking though. Do you think that am I crazy for that, or do you think that could have been something if Dick Fart hadn't got a hold of the movie?
I'm super glad that they didn't do that because I'm not a huge fan of Mace Windu, just to be honest.
Really?
He just seems like the grumpy guy that sits around, tells people what to do, and doesn't do anything himself.
Well, I mean, he's the baddest motherfucker with a lightsaber. He can do whatever he wants.
He got his hand cut off.
Nah, he's the guy that had to have a purple lightsaber so he could stand out. I wasn't a fan of that.
It's a good point, sir.
I mean, yeah.
Point taken. He had a purple.
You're saying something, but he had the purple lightsaber because he was the best bladesmith, right? That's what the purple lightsaber meant.
How would you know? He didn't do anything.
It's
what are you
true.
talking about? He fucked those people up on
No,
Geonosis.
the purple lightsaber specifies that he's the best blades. He's the best guy in combat with the lightsaber.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
But that's not how kyber crystals are chosen. The color of your lightsaber, it has nothing to do with your skill. It's how you choose the kyber.
Unless you.
Damn, this guy is way fucking deep into it.
Have you?
Let's leave it. Let's end it on that.
Yeah.
Hey, what was your name, sir?
Ty Johnson.
Wait, I got one more. Question. We gotta get the fuck out of here. I got one more question.
Keep this guy's number.
You're talking about you got to call in a lot, dude.
I'm
talking
there.
about the crystals. I've been reading the Darth Vader series from a couple Darth Vader comic. What are you laughing at, bro? this is what we talk about. Fucking even all the guys on my show. You want to co-host a show with me? Because all these guys are assholes. I've been reading.
I think we should.
Yeah, for sure. I've been reading the Darth Vader comic, and they actually talk about how they go in depth about how the Sith have to go find a crystal and take it from a Jedi, and then actually bleed the crystal out. That's why Sith lightsabers are always red, because they take a blue or green crystal and they actually break the spirit of the crystal and they make it bleed. And they
that is.
Have you read that?
Correct.
And how do you feel about that? Have you read that? And how do you feel?
100% correct. And another thing to leave you guys, the reason why Kylo Ren's blade is so blurry is because when he made his crystal bleed, his morality was so cut between good and bad, so it's not full red. That's why it shatters.
Whoa, holy shit!
All right,
telling you, I'll call in every week. Jedi Council.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, dog.
All right, so we're wrapping it up now.
That guy should get the fucking shirt, dude.
He took it to another level, that's for sure. TouchySubjectShows.com.
All the people we got on the Deep Talk, we just lost on the Star Wars Talk. We had a tight 30-minute show about profiling, and then we just were like, you fucking assholes want to hear about Star Wars for a half hour? Well, we don't care, because we're going to do it.
Jason, Jose, you guys have anything? No?
Thanks, boys.
TouchySubjectShow.com.
That's right.
All right, sayonara. Oh, I don't want to say sayonara. What do I say? Bye-bye.
Perfect.